Tell me a little, Sloan, how much are you like this economist who's a little awkward, I think, in my opinion, when it comes to the relationships?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of the awkwardness that I bring from my personal experience. I oftentimes think that I should not be allowed to talk to people in public. I think, when I go, my friends always find it strange. Like when I go to a hotel, if we're on vacation, when room service comes, I ask if I can just go and, like, I've been in the closet before. I go into the bathroom and just wait. And they're so now my friends get it, but it's because I just don't want to. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be socially weird. I usually am, and I ramble too much, like I'm doing now, and I just get uncomfortable. But what I really liked about Sloan, I asked Sorkin, I said, with these social awkward moments that she has, is it okay if I play it that she's aware of it? Because sometimes you see with actors and characters that they're socially awkward, but they don't know when they're kind of thrown off, that other people are thrown off by them. And I think, well, I know I'm socially awkward, so I think it's better when people just are aware of it, and that's how I end up playing Sloan.
If the Newsroom was a real broadcast news show, would you watch it, and why?
Yeah, I would watch it because I watch all news stations. But that is the problem with the news today, and it's unfortunate for journalists, I think, because there's so many cable news programs and there's so many news websites and blogs that we're forcing our journalists to play this rat race to catch up with ratings because we're so ADD, we're watching everything. But that's why I end up watching I watch every single news channel for one story because I try to get all the information, because nowadays people just try to get out information, so we don't really trust our news journalists as much because they're just throwing out information as soon as they get it, and so I like to watch them all.
Do you think advertisers determine what the news programs let us know? Do you think that news are manipulated by lobbies or government or power structures?
Unfortunately, money rules everything. It would be great if we all ran on dreams and wishes. Like, it's just like, I had a dream last night, and then we could just my power's on. But unfortunately, money rules everything, and unfortunately, it's from the top, from the White House and the politicians to lobbyists and advertisers, and of course, and that's why we can't. I think you really cannot blame 100% of the maybe the mistakes that journalists make on the journalists, because what it's like to have somebody breathing down your neck saying we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this, or the whole place goes under and all these people don't have jobs anymore and nobody has health insurance. Like, what are we supposed to do?
Why do you think the Newsroom, the show, has so many passionate lovers, but also passionate haters?
I think the show...
I love it, by the way.
Oh, really? You're not one of the haters?
No, I'm not. I love it. Can you tell?
Yes, I can. I think our show has a polarizing effect on audiences because we're talking about news events that really affect everybody. Everybody has, when we have the news and when something happens in the world, it affects everybody else. And how it's handled is really personal to a lot of people. And unfortunately, nowadays, all of our news, it's slanted in one way or the other. And if we're going to show a news program, we're going to be slanting one way, and so of course it's going to ostracize certain people. And I also think we're in essence depicting people we're depicting people with jobs that really exist. And so I think some of the ways that they've been portrayed, some people feel like, I'm not a journalist like that. That's not me, and I would never be like that. And I think that makes people, it gives people something to be upset about, and I understand that. But I like to tell people that they just hate it so much, it's just because they love it so much.